Hello again, everybody. We're back. Welcome to another Great American Craft Beer with Kyle. About a week or so since I've done a review, trying to get into the gym, save a few bucks here, and just not go overboard with the craft beer. You know, I love craft beer. It's a hobby of mine, as you all know. I want to continue drinking as much as I can, but you know, spending a boatload of money, putting on a ton of weight, and really, it's going to be. I have one here in the fridge. I was going through the fridge, actually, looking at some stuff to make for dinner, and saw this one. And I'll go ahead and get to it. It's from one of my favorite breweries. It's actually from the West 6 Brewing Company. Now they're located in Lexington, Kentucky, near UK's campus. West 6 Brewing Company. This is the Pay It Forward Cocoa Porter. This is an ass-kicker beer, my friends. I've had this dozens of times. I bought this in a mixed six-pack about a month ago. Actually, I've had this for a long time. Probably since, I would say, early March. Maybe in the fridge, is in the back of the fridge. And it's a great beer, $2.19 for the single can. The beer checks in at 7% alcohol by volume. Could not find the IBUs, which for porters, that's standard. Nobody really, I mean, some breweries list them, some don't. Not a huge deal. They're more for hoppier pale ales, as you all know. The beer was canned on January 4th, 2018. So, about 3 months. It's May, 4 months. But again, this is a shelf life of almost 10 to 12 months, so no big deal. Should be fresh and in its prime. Andrea, Brent, gonna kill me. Got some New Holland glassware. I do have a West 6 glass, but that's away somewhere and not worried about it at the moment. So, a couple of things. I've done a couple of West 6 beer reviews. I think I've only done maybe 2. I did the Christmas sale last year. I did the Amber Ale on a Friday night. I like their beers. I think they make some really nice stuff. The Amber Ale, the IPA, this porter here is really, really good. They have a beer called Transylvania Triple. I don't know if any of you ever heard that. Most people don't like Belgian Triple. There's very few beer people I know that do. There's a couple, and they're hardcore. That was an excellent beer. Snake Eyes, Zach Rogers and Imperial Stout. That's really, really nice as well. So they're kind of a brewery that has not done a whole lot of new stuff. I keep going to the shelf at Jungles or even on their website, and there's nothing new. They remind me of the Great Lakes South, kind of, where it's like they've got their flagships that are selling. Their IPA is selling really well. This beer porter sells awesome. Their Amber is a consistent seller. Snake Eyes is a seasonal that sells really well. So they haven't done a lot of new stuff, and I'm hoping they will here soon. So, but anyway, let's get going on this again. This is porter brewed with cocoa nibs. It's great on tap on a can pint. I've had this. Let's crack her open and get it going. I've had this several times. 7%. It's right around a porter's ABV. Most porters between 5 and 8, so a little high, but not terrible. So let's go ahead and get a pour on the porter. Again, I've been to this tap room, believe it or not, down in the UK. About a mile or so, maybe 2 miles from the Lexington campus. This almost looks like a can of Coca-Cola. It really does. I'm pouring this out of the can. It almost looks like a can of Coca-Cola, folks. I'm telling you, this beer is very chilled, as you said. Been in the fridge. It's warmed about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll probably need a couple more minutes to get the full warmth. You don't want to think these beers ice cold, and it's still very cold. You can get some heat radiation on the glass here. Most people have had this beer. If you have not, a nice amount of head. That glass is frozen. Good amount of head on there. It almost looks like you said a Coca-Cola, Pepsi, dark. It is a dark porter. I think the chocolate and the cocoa nibs on this was great. I first had this on draft a couple years ago at Jungle Gyms, and this is really when I really wasn't trying a lot of West 6, and Amy Sandlin, I'll give her a shout out. She used to be a great bartender at JJ's. She's down at Cappy's or somewhere down in Cincinnati now. She's a great woman. She turned me on to this, because they get the beer on tap, and she's like, man, try this beer, it's excellent. And I'll never look back. It's a great porter. There's the can. Again, 7% alcohol. For West 6, the tap room, to me, I was not impressed with their tap room, and I don't want to knock the place. Kind of just, not really run down, but just didn't have the atmosphere. Now, I know we did go on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon for a UK basketball game, but it just was not. They did have some food, but of the tap rooms I've been to, and again, I can't seem to find that great place. I've said this about some local breweries where the tap rooms are great in Westchester and Mason, with 16 lots of grain. The beer is not great. A little bit opposite of West 6. The beer is very nice, but the tap room did not really do it for me. But you can't have them both in life, so. Let's get the smell here. Phone is dying. Let's go ahead and get the aroma. Chocolate. I mean, you get cocoa nibs, chocolate nibs, nice amount of hint on the beer. It's chocolate, a little bit of vanilla as well, but mainly just chocolate, roasted malts. You get the drift on it. Let's thank the brewers at West 6. They do a good job, and kind of similar to Great Lakes, continue producing good beer and good quality. It's not easy to do. We sit here as craft brewers and say, hey, make something new, but to make this beer consistent in this quality is not an easy thing. They've done a good job on their craft. So cheers to them, and cheers to everybody watching. Here we go. Very chocolatey. That's a good beer, folks. I tell you, it's one of my favorite chocolate porters. Or porters, but you really get cocoa nibs. That cocoa flavor. You get a lot of chocolate, a lot of roasted malts. It's easy to drink, 7%. There's no alcohol. You know, look at the lazy. I'll tell you what, look at the lazy. I probably should have let this warm just a few more minutes, but again, not overly warm, not terribly cold. It's probably just about right. One more sip here. Going down the gullet right now, just chocolate flavors. I mean, it's chocolate. That's really what it is. Chocolate cocoa nibs. This says pay it forward cocoa porter. You definitely get cocoa, chocolate. I mean, that's really about all with this beer. It's pretty full body too. It's not thin. I will say that. You know, you get a lot of porters that are kind of lighter, watery down, kind of just thin on kind of just light bodied beers. This is crafted like thick. In a good way. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I want a porter to be, now again, not as thick as stouts. That's kind of the term porter. Porter and pale ale are kind of the same. A poor man's stout. A pale ale is a poor man's IPA. I would agree to that to some extent. But this has flavor and it has backbone. It's full bodied. So I've got to say this is an A beer in my opinion. And a lot of people, oh, well, it's only getting 3.71 on Untappd. I think that's kind of not. I don't think that's right at all, in my opinion. I rated it a 4. I'm going to say it's an A beer. You know, it's not... This doesn't blow my mind. I don't go, oh my God, rush to the store and get this, or, you know, oh my God, try it tomorrow. But I do think if you like a good classic chocolate porter, this is the beer for you. Now, yeah, most people have had this beer. I'm sure millions of people have had this. This has been around forever. West 6 has been around for a long time. And easily distributed here. You know, Meyer gets them, Kroger. Obviously, Jungle Jim's has an assortment. So, locally, this is pretty accessible and easy to find. So, an A beer for me, folks. A good classic chocolate porter. So, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully, you'll see you guys this weekend with something new. I got Devil's Backbone. First pint night at Jungle Jim's. Devil's Backbone Brewery out of Virginia. Excited to see what they bring. And try some of their beers. I only had one beer from them. So, maybe we'll see what they can bring up. But, yeah, that's going to do it, folks. Cheers. Life is short. Must be happy, my friends. And going to watch the Western Conference Finals in hockey tonight. Vegas and Winnipeg, a game apiece. Both games have been blowouts, but the teams evenly matched. It could go 7. So, cheers, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. See you.